The federal government is facing a standoff with the states over energy price caps as it tries to use a legal loophole to avoid paying compensation to coal producers. Live to Sky News reporter Joel Philp. Joel, talk us through what is being reported on the issue this morning.
Well, Danica, it seems the Albanese government could avoid paying $1 billion of compensation to coal producers for imposing price caps by that loophole of making or asking the states to be the ones that impose the caps on these commodities. The Australian is reporting that the New South Wales and Queensland governments, that the request has been made of them, but that the New South Wales government is unlikely to agree to such a deal without further details about what the federal government will cough up in this situation. The Queensland Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk publicly said on Tuesday that she was speaking out against these impositions that were being requested by the federal government, and of course any cap on the price of coal would impact the state's royalties. Meanwhile, the Financial Review is reporting that the South Australian government is joining the business community in their warnings that a cap on the price of gas could reduce the incentive for companies to increase supply into the future.
And Joel, former Prime Minister Scott Morrison has been censured by Parliament but now could face a new investigation.
That's right. The Greens are considering once again referring Scott Morrison to the powerful Parliamentary Privileges Committee here over that secret ministry saga, and he could be forced to formally apologise depending on the results of that investigation. He, of course, was censured by Parliament yesterday in a vote in which one of his colleagues, Bridget Archer, voted against him, and Karen Andrews, a former minister whose portfolio he actually took on board during this saga, abstained from voting. Tony Abbott, the former Prime Minister, says that he doubts history will remember Scott Morrison for this, but instead for other things.
I'm quite confident that Scott Morrison's record will be judged on a hell of a lot apart from that particular error of judgment.
And Danica, laws to ensure that ministerial appointments in the future are promptly published are expected to be introduced in Parliament today.
Joel Philp, thank you.